guys, starting a new series today, North Node in Aquarius. So in the tradition of me dressing up for the signs that I'm doing, I found the most unique, the most quirkiest thing in my closet that would represent the energy of Aquarius. So here we go. Before we dive into your North Node and the specific houses, how it's represented, let me give you a general idea of the South Node in Leo, to give you an idea of what you're working with, your memories are, your beliefs, and all that good stuff. So South Node in Leo, anytime you look that up, the easiest representation and description of this would be you guys were royalty. You guys had many lifetimes where you were kings and queens. You were waited on by a large staff. You're used to having an entourage around you. You're used to being spoiled. You're used to spoiling yourself. You're used to being, that diva, man or woman. You're used to attention. You're used to lifetimes of people, looking up to you, watching you, being of service to you, catering to your every whim at any point of time. No matter what you desired, you always had it. So the good part about South Node in Leo is that you guys are very warm people. You guys are very theatrical people. You're very generous people. People usually like you. They like to be around you because there's a warmth. There's this large aura around you that, people love that. They feel good around you. When Leo, in its positive manifestation, is a very warm sign. It has a big heart. It knows how to bring out the child from each one of us. Whenever we interact with you, we feel younger somehow. We feel like, we got some kind of attention and loving that maybe we never got from anybody. So it's good to be in your presence. You guys know how to make people feel good. You know how to spoil them. You're generous. You know how to give them attention. You know how to you're very good with children. You're very good with playing with them and finding a common ground with them. And kids probably gravitate to you. They like you because you have that playful energy. You're good with, like I said, theatrics. There's an actor and actress inside every one of you. You guys have been lifetimes of literally of actresses, of Broadway people, dancers, singers, whoever was out there on the stage. That was you. You're used to being on the stage. You're comfortable with the stage. You love the attention. You love the applause. As a matter of fact, you love it so much that you look for it all the time. Even if you may not be on the stage this time around, you're still looking for that appreciation, that, those eyes looking at you and saying, oh my God, that the fan base that you're used to, just that worshiping that people did with you in many lifetimes. You guys were my superheroes in a sense of, Leo is brave, and Leo, like a superhero, comes in, saves the day, and then again everybody applauds. And so you guys know how to do that. You know how to come in, take over a situation, but make it fun, lighten it up, make it comfortable, warm, gregarious. Leo knows how to have fun. Leo knows how to infect others and bring the fun with them. Have people play. Just how to get people to play, bring them out of their shell. Open them up like that. So the downside of Leo in the South Node is, just as you were the diva, you were also the drama queen. Whether you're a man or a woman, you're used to having your way. You're used to, maybe raising your voice. You're used to being throwing tantrums, damsel in distress, the one that's like, please, everybody leave whatever you're doing, drop whatever you're doing, and come to my rescue. Come help me, come do this for me, because I can't do it without you. So you're used to having people around you. You're used to depending on a lot of people taking care of you. But not taking care of you like as in like nurture you or whatever. Even, actually that could be possible too, but take care of you from every point of view. If you need help with dressing up, if you need help with, feeding you, if you need help with going with you somewhere, you like to have that support group. Leo loves to have an audience around them. So wherever you are, you will always try to create an audience around you. And especially if you're not getting the attention, because Leo will always want attention. Subconsciously, you will always want that, because that's what gives you life. That's what, keeps you going. So imagine if we think about it to the extreme, South Node is where you went to the extreme in your expression. So once again, tantrums, when you think about that queen, that raging queen that's never satisfied, and she's like, cut everybody's head off. You know, when you think about the Queen of Hearts in Alice in Wonderland, that kind of idea. You know, it can be ruthless. You can be have tantrums. You have a very short patience. You don't like to wait. You want it now. You know, you want it your way, and you want to be spoiled. You demand luxury. You want, you know, things to be your way. There's a lot of pride associated with Leo South Node because you're used to getting your way a lot. You're used to people looking up to you. You're used to people being your servants and your serfs. And so there's a big ego with South Node and Leo, you know, an ego that's like, you're going to respect me, you're going to look up to me, you're going to serve me because I deserve that. And in this lifetime, you may not get that. And you may be very disappointed in that because you're like, what the hell is going on? And then you'll try to create situations where you will try to create that drama around you just so that people feed you. They feed you that energy that you need. So what else? Vanity. Vanity is a big one with Leo South Nodes. You know, you guys are used to looking good and getting praises and compliments. You guys love that. You guys are, you know, Leo is ruled by the sun. So if we think about it, you know, in our planets and all that, the sun, everybody revolves around the sun. And that's what you guys are used to. And that's what you subconsciously expect. You expect everything to, like, you know, roll around you, not roll around you, but rotate around you. You know, you're the center of the universe, literally. That's how you see it. And now, having mentioned all of that, you, with North Node in Aquarius, it's going to be hard for you in a sense because you need to let go of these selfish, vain, egotistical tendencies. You know, you cannot be that, you know, hogging all the light, all the spotlight. You know, you got to make room for others. You know, with Aquarius North Node, you will be asked to kind of go away from the drama. You know, Aquarius doesn't really need anybody. Aquarius is cool on their own. Aquarius marches to the beat of their own drum. They have their own style. They have their own style of dressing, of expressing, of their style of living their life, of how they love, of relationships, how they treat people. And they can literally, they do everything on their own. You know, they don't need an audience. They're just cool by themselves. And so you will be asked to find that cool within you without having anybody feed you that, without having anybody applaud you, having anybody sit there and then run around you like, you know, everybody being your personal assistant. You know, you got to get away from that. You got to become self-sufficient and lighten up. You know, Aquarius is air. Aquarius is very individualistic in a sense of expression, you know, where he doesn't need anybody. He doesn't need praise or whatever. He's just cool the way he is. But it's also very collective as well, because Aquarius sees that everybody is unique. You know, Leo South Nodes, you guys think that you guys are the unique one. You guys need everybody to look up to you and tell you how beautiful you are and how awesome you are and how we just fucked without you. So Aquarius is like, no, we're all cool. We're all awesome. We're all the same. Nobody's more special. You know, we're all awesome, and that's the beauty of all of us. So Aquarius sees the beauty in every individual. Aquarius doesn't compare. Aquarius doesn't say, I'm better than you. Aquarius is just like, wow, I'm cool, you're cool, let's go have fun. So you'll be called to do that, to let go of this selfish idea of like everybody worship me and everybody rotate around me, and just kind of get off that high horse, get off the pedestal and say, hey, there's other people in this world around me. Maybe you haven't noticed them. There's a lot of people in this world around you, and they all are awesome. And you're not better than them, you're not worse than them. You're just as special, and they're just as special. So yeah, so now let's dive into each house and see how your, your North Node in Aquarius would manifest more specifically. Okay? All right. North Node in Aquarius in the 4th house. So first, let's take a look at your South Node in Leo in the 10th house and see what we have going on there. So this is a position of truly, truly famous people, leaders and I'm saying leaders specifically, people that had many lifetimes you in the spotlight in very prominent positions. And with Leo there, you were somebody who was just unique. There was nobody like you. You know, leaders like that will always say, there's never going to be anybody like that. You know, very, very powerful leaders, but not so much powerful in the sense of like Capricorn powerful, but in the idea of just their personality. You know, Leo is regal, royal. You know, it's the leaders that left a mark that we'll always remember because of their expression. A lot of them, So before I go into that, you guys are very comfortable being in the spotlight. You love the spotlight. It's your favorite place in the world. You love to be on the throne. This is a position where you want to be on the throne. You want to be in charge. You want to have the ruler of the biggest kingdom. You were Queen Cersei in Game of Thrones. You know, you were the one that, speaking of which, you know, Lannister, House of Lannister, their sigil was the lion. So South Node in Leo, you know, very royal, very regal, very, if we talk about the positives, you know, some of you had lifetimes where you were great, generous, big-hearted leaders. Leaders like that were brave, that protected their people, you know, that took care of their people. And I can't think of any right now, but you get the idea. You know, those kings and queens that we love, that did a lot for their you know, for their people, you know. And then you have examples where the kings and the queens, or the leaders that were in charge, they kind of went to the extreme, because talk about ego. South Node in Leo in the 10th, huge egos, huge guys. And basically that led to your, probably to your detriment, you know. Some of you maybe fell from the pedestal. Some of you were remembered with a lot of bitterness by people, you know, because you, a lot of you guys, idea that I'm thinking about would be like a pharaoh, somebody who feels like he's ordained by God. I mean, think about that. Leo in the 10th. Leo is ruled by the sun. So the sun god, you know, somebody who God himself ordained him to be on this throne. You know, a lot of previous kings had that idea, you know, and that's why people like worship them, because they literally saw them as sent by God. So if God sent this guy, then who am I to question him? So that kind of idea. So imagine the freaking ego and the big heads that come out of this combination. You know, you literally can't do nothing wrong. You really do whatever you want, and you did whatever you wanted, and you're very much concerned with your image. You know, you liked to be surrounded by a lot of people. You liked to be in charge. You probably, some of you were very demanding, you know, it's my way and this is what we're gonna do, and I don't care if a lot of people are gonna die. You know, I'm thinking like Henry VIII, even though his nodes were not Aquarius and Leo, I think his Saturn is in Aquarius, but you know, the idea that I do whatever I want, if I don't like you, I can cut your head off, that kind of idea. So very powerful people, very influential people. Who else had South Node in Leo? Stalin, the Russian president now, Vladimir Putin, he has South Node in Leo. So people that are good, you know, strong personalities, you know, big egos, big leaders that we're gonna talk forever about, you guys. So you have that in you. So in this lifetime, you once again may feel the need to be out there, may feel the need to be known. You know, you want to be known, you want to be seen, you want everybody, you think you're special, you think you need to be somebody big. You know, you could be living in Topeka, Kansas right now, and you're like, I don't belong here. I belong in the Buckingham Palace, or I belong somewhere where people know me. You know, you have those memories in you that are beckoning you, saying, you're bigger than this, you're special, everybody else here is nothing, you are ordained, you know, you need to be out there seen by everybody. You have these ideas in your head. So, because a lot of lifetimes were spent in the spotlight, a lot of lifetimes were spent ruling something, you didn't spend a lot of time home. You know, you don't really know your home. You don't know your comfort. You don't know what your home is. You don't know your sanctuary. Because if you're in the limelight, if you're a president, or if you are a big CEO or something, like Elon Musk, he has South Node in Leo, you know. So very brave, very people who kind of were like, we're gonna do it, you know, took risks. You know, Leo does everything with passion, with enthusiasm. Leo is like a little boy that's like, we're gonna do this, you know, we're gonna they get excited about everything. So that's kind of your idea. So the key here is that you did, like I said, you didn't spend a lot of time at home. You don't know your home. You don't really know what you really want. You think you want fame. You think you want people to worship you. You think you want to have power again. You think you want to sit on the throne, but do you really want that? You know, does your heart want that? I'm sure your mind is telling you every day that you need to achieve something big, that you're special, that you're unique, you know, that you belong up there on a pedestal. You know, Leo South Nodes will always feel that they're kind of better than others. They'll always feel that they're more special than others. They have a hard time connecting with the common people because they feel like they're not common. So they're ordained in a sense. You know, I'm here to be somebody. So if I'm here to be somebody, I can't spend time with these losers. You might see all of us as losers, as like, we're nothing, we're not special, you're special. That's how you see it. So with the fourth house, you know, your attention, your heart is going to be beckoning you to come home, literally. It's going to tell you, buddy, you know, take a break from fame, take a break from spotlight. And once again, you know, I talked about royalty and leaders, but I'm talking about celebrities, you know, anybody who was very charismatic, very big persona, very, you know, loud and attention-grabbing celebrity that we know of. Those kind of ideas. That's what you're used to. You're used to that kind of attention. You're used to that. And you may want that again. So yeah, so you're beckoning to come home. You're beckoning to come home and find your home, you know, and get away from that celebrity, get away from that world leader, get away from all that pressure, from that image, you know, because, you know, if you're in that prominent spot, you kind of have to play by the rules. And maybe, you know, you were somebody who never really wanted to play by the rules. You were like, fuck it, I'm king, I do whatever I want. Prime example, Bill Belichick. He has South Node in Leo. And we know how he does. You know, if there's a press conference, he's like, this is a stupid question, I don't want to answer it, bye. That kind of idea. You know, with Leo in the South Node in the 10th, you really didn't want to follow rules. You really didn't, you just did whatever you wanted. Like truly, you had all the freedom to do whatever you want. You want to kill somebody, you want to have him executed, have him executed. You know, you want to, like, you know, like a pharaoh. Like, what would a pharaoh do? Whatever he wants, whatever he wants. That's what you guys are used to. So you're done with that, by the way. You are here to spend more time at home. Spend time with your family. Let's say if you were so powerful in other lifetimes, you probably didn't have good family relations. You probably sacrificed your family for fame, applause, and all of that. So you're here to turn your face towards your family. And with Aquarius there, you're here to see everybody as your family. You know, all humans are family. You know, we're all a family. We're all special. We're all awesome. You know, your parents, the same thing. You know, get to know your parents. Make friends with them. You know, Aquarius is friendly. Aquarius is inclusive. Aquarius likes everybody. Aquarius is everybody's friend. So in the same case with you, you know, find that home base of yours, you know, have a home and then open it up for people and mingle with people and make people feel comfortable, you know, because you do have that energy in you to be passionate, to be warm and generous and to be that charismatic person that people want to be with. But here, you're here to, you know, be among us and look at us and see us as your family. Make friends with your parents, spend time with your parents. Spend time in your home, just stay at home and maybe tinker away with little things around the house, you know, those kind of ideas. Maybe have, you know, Aquarius is in a way a scientist. You know, there's a scientist and a revolutionary in every Aquarius. So make you a little sanctuary at home, a place where you can let your mind run free, where you can be who you really are. Because with Leo in the 10th, you don't know who you are. You played this image of being this ordained by God leader, this chosen one, this special one, that you don't really know yourself. You think you know yourself, but you don't. So your task is to spend time with yourself, you know, spend time in your place, your home, your little, your comfort zone, you know, find your comfort zone, find what you really like, find what, you know, makes you happy, gives you that feeling of home. Maybe, like I said, just find your home, I would say. You know, get away from the spotlight and find your place, your own place, your own, where there's nobody but you, in a sense, and where everybody's a friend, where you're not barking orders at everybody, but you're equal with everybody, and you're, you know, open your, you know, first establish your home and then open that home to others and let people come in and, you know, talk to them on equal basis. Don't look down at them and don't expect them to look up to you, you know, just be equal with everybody, you know, everybody love everybody, that kind of idea. Be everybody's friend, and then you'll get the true satisfaction from that. So, all right, guys, I hope that helps.